Hey guys, welcome back to Coffee Shop. It's Fiona here today and I will be doing my March spread. So on Instagram, I actually posted a story asking for suggestions on what theme I should do because I had already done my habit tracker and my habit tracker color was orange. I wanted something related to the color orange and I got a few suggestions like peaches or orange or like even koi fish, but I decided to do the orange theme just because I figured it's March, it's starting to go into spring hopefully, and I thought it'd be nice to have like a nice bright pop of color, so I decided to go with the orange theme. So if you haven't followed us on Instagram already, our Instagram is coffee.shop.cad, and there I'll be posting other content related to bullet journaling and everything, so give us a follow if you haven't already. I'll probably do a poll for my April theme coming soon or at the end of March, so keep an eye out for that. We also just hit 50 followers on Instagram, so woo! And we'll be doing a little giveaway to thank you guys and everyone who has followed, so stay tuned till the end of the video to get the details. So for my March spread, I'm doing essentially the same thing that I did in February. I didn't make a video about it on YouTube, but I did post a few pictures of it on our Instagram, so you can hop over to our Instagram and check that post out. But essentially what I did was a few weekly spreads, and I did the Dutch door method. So it's pretty much the same format as the March spread, so you'll be able to see exactly what I did. I personally like to keep my weeks neat, I guess. I don't know how else to say it, but if there's like a residual day, like Sunday from February, I'll put that Sunday in my March spread because I prefer to have everything start on the Sunday in my weeklies. So that's why I highlighted the Sunday that you see in pink, because that was the February theme. I know that a lot of people like to do an entire page for their calendar as a monthly, but I find that it's not necessary for me because I'm just going to write it in my weekly anyways, and I also use Google Calendar, so that's essentially my monthly. So I just do a little calendar on the side of the first page that's not cut out so that I can refer to it at any time that I need. As you can see, I'll be highlighting the rest of the weekdays in orange. I also made sure to count exactly how many dots were in between so that I could fit all 4 days on the same page. And I actually just decided to write out the days of the week fully because I was kind of playing around with it for February. So I wrote some in cursive, I wrote some just printing, I wrote some just like the full word like Monday, and sometimes I abbreviated them like MON, but I think I prefer the look of having the full word, even though my handwriting isn't the best. Like I definitely have lots to improve on, but this is all practice, right? Maybe one day by the end of the year I'll have the weekdays down pat. So as you can see, I am cutting out the ends of my pages to make those Dutch doors. And what I really made sure to do this time around was to count exactly how many dots I used on like the first page on the left, because in my February spread I didn't count, and then my Dutch doors ended up being a little bit too short and it didn't cover the first page. So I made sure to count it so that it's like completely symmetrical this time. I also cut out a little tab on the end just to add a little bit of style. Like it's definitely not necessary, like you can definitely flip the pages without the tab, but I just thought it'd be cute and it'd be another fun way to add to the theme. as for like the spacing, you can switch it around because I think in February I alternated between having 4 days on the left side and 3 days on the right side, but this time I just kept the left side with 4 days and had the right side with 3 days. And honestly, since I'm not that busy right now, it doesn't really matter how many days of the week I put on each side because I'm not going to fill up the entire space anyways. Yeah, that's basically how I did the Dutch doors. And as for the little watercoloring that you're seeing me do, what I did was I took one of my brush pens and I just kind of scribbled on a piece of plastic. I think you can use any type of plastic for this, like so you can use like a plastic bag, you could probably use a plastic box, which is what I'm using. But basically just like scribble a little patch and take a paintbrush and dip that in water and use the brush and kind of pick up the ink from your brush pen that was on the plastic, and that basically gives you watercolors. And I love this method actually because I don't have watercolors, so it's been super useful, and it gives me more colors because as you can see I use the same brush for the underlining for the weekdays and to color in the orange, but it gives me a completely different shade. What I also like is that you can totally build up the color if you want. So if I wanted to, I could go over again and just make it darker. Now you can see that I'm drawing a circle, and if you guys can guess what it is, I'd be pretty impressed, but I don't have one of those circle drawing tools, so I just got whatever I had around the house, which was my watering can from IKEA, which I absolutely love. Like, I love the colors of it. It's so pretty. I love the aesthetic, but it worked as a circle tracer this time. But I thought it'd be cute. I had a really good idea for this, and I thought it'd be really cute to have a little orange. And it's a mood tracker. I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. But yeah, so I basically did the same thing to do the watercoloring method. Just took my brush pen, scribbled on a little piece of plastic, dipped my brush in water, and then I just paint directly onto my page. I kind of wish I had a better brush though. Like, this was from dollar store and it came in a set of 4, but they don't have any like fine tipped brushes, and this was the smallest one I had, so it was kind of hard to get the details and get the right shape and precision that I wanted. But I mean, it works. This works. I really want one of those pens with the water inside the pen, and I don't really know how they work, but they seem awesome. And the reason why I decided to do a mood tracker was because in February I was kind of having a weird time. Like, my days would feel really strange. Like, sometimes I'd be happy and then sometimes I'd just be like super unmotivated or just like upset for no reason. And I figured, you know what? It's probably best to track my mood just to like get a gauge of how I'm feeling each day, so that I can better understand my moods and how I'm affected by them and what also affects my moods. So for March, I am doing a fun little mood tracker. This is actually my first time doing a mood tracker, so I hadn't decided exactly which moods I was going to track yet when I was doing this spread, so I don't have anything down right now, but I went in later and I figured that I would track a total of 6 moods. So what I decided was angry, productive, meh, upset, happy, and stressed. So those are my 6 moods I've decided to track for March, and I'll see how that goes. If it's not good enough, I'll change it up for April, but I think having a mood tracker will be really interesting and also really helpful. And yes, I did freehand the inside of the orange because I figured, you know what, it's an orange. It's not going to grow in perfect lines, so I just went freehand. I'm trying to let go of like using the ruler sometimes because I don't want to be too much of a perfectionist, even though it might look better. I just need to learn to let go of things, you know? Yeah, if you guys do any mood trackers, let me know in the comments down below what you track, because I don't really know what to track. I just kind of like googled some mood trackers and picked a few of the emotions that I thought I'd be experiencing, but of course, I don't know, there's so many more things you can track and so many more ways to describe the different moods, so I'd love if you guys could share whatever you track. Also, a tip for you guys, if you ever do this watercoloring trick, is to either watercolor first, then outline with pen, or if you're doing the pen first, make sure your pen ink isn't water soluble because I was using the Pilot G2 and I didn't realize the ink would be water soluble, but when I was watercoloring it, the ink would like seep and like turn the orange color kind of dark, and like it kind of get into my brush too, so my brush would be dark and I have to like wash it in order to get rid of that dark patch, but then like I'd have to add in more orange and it'd still make it dark. So just a tip for if you guys also do this, you know, try a different type of pen. I think I have like a Sharpie fine tipped pen that would probably work, and I think like the Sakura, those the fine lining pens, I forgot what they're called, but those Sakura ones should work as well, as far as I know. So now I'm just adding on the finishing touches. I just decided to turn the little orange tabs into orange slices because I thought it'd be cute. I'm not that artistic, so honestly it does not really look like an orange. Like maybe I should have used a different color, I realized. Like maybe I could have used a white pen, but whatever, it's all good, it's chill. We're not perfectionists here, are we? But yeah, anyways, that's just what it is, just a few orange slices. And I ended off my weekly at the end of the month. Yeah, so that was my entire spread. It's pretty simple and quick, which is what I prefer because I don't really have that much to track right now, so I don't want to spend too much time on my spreads. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for future videos on other related content. As for the giveaway, we'll be giving away a winter-themed stationery set, so that includes 1 penguin memo pad, 2 boxes of winter-themed stickers, 1 box of blue winter washi tape, and 2 silver foil washi tapes. So all of that will be included in the giveaway, and you can find the details in the description below, and you can enter on our Instagram post. See you next time. Bye!